Swastiastu. Hello everyone, good morning. How are you today? I hope all is going well. So, for this morning, I wanna present about grammar learning strategy used by EFL student of non-English language education department at UHN Gusti Bagus Sukriwo dan Pasar. First, let me introduce myself. My name is PUTU DIANTARI. Name 2011-17, 1041. So, the background of this research, the first is phenomena, the importance of grammar learning strategy. Grammar learning strategy are important because from grammar learning strategy, you can create the correct sentence and then uh, everyone can know about the create a correct sentence and easier for create the sentence. And then from previous study, in 2021, grammar learning strategy is used by EFL student of non-English language education department. There are lots of previous study, but limited study that use grammar learning strategy used by EFL student, especially in non-English language education department. And then the third preliminary study of from the preliminary study before, me as a researcher conduct me as a researcher conclude that in non-English language education department there is English learning, especially in grammar. Even though it takes a short time, this does not have a significant effect on a student grammar learning, as evidenced by the student assignment, which are quite good. Following that, me as a researcher want to conduct a research by highlighting grammar learning strategy at UHN Gusti Bagus Guru Pasar, especially at non-English education department. You can see in Appendix 1 about the statement from preliminary study. And then and then there is research question. From this research question, I have significant research objective and research of significance. Research question in this study is, what are grammar learning strategies used by EFL students of non-English language education department at UHN Gusti Bagus Sugriwo Denpasar? And then from this research question, I conduct a research objective. The research objective is in this research is to know the grammar strategy that used at by EFL students of non-English education department at UHN Gusti Bagus Sugriwo Denpasar. And then for research significance, there are two. The first theoretical significance, and then second one is practical significance. Theoretical significance in this research is increased knowledge for all students regarding grammar learning strategies used by EFL student of non-English language education department at UHN Gusti Bagus Sukriwo Denpasar. And then for practical significance, there are for educator and then for student, and then the last one is from future researchers. First, about educator. This research provides a lot of information about grammar learning strategy used in UHN Gusti Bagus Sugriwo Denpasar, especially in non-English language education. With this research, teacher and other teaching staff can also identify strategy that are suitable for student. And for students, this research helps students to be aware of grammar learning that is fun and effective. And for other researchers in the future, this research can be referenced for the research future. And then next we talk about literature review. In grammar learning strategy at UHN Gusti Bagus Sugriwa Denpasar, there are grammar. The grammar is a theory that guides to create a word and sentence. That's correct. Word and sentence. Grammar is very important component in forming a sentence where grammar is one of rules of organizing the use of word so there are become something meaningful. So in grammar learning strategies, there are EFL students and Oxford and grammar learning strategies by Oxford 1990. So in grammar learning strategy, there are two. The first is direct strategy, and then the second one is indirect strategy. We talk about direct strategy first. There are three. The first is memory strategy. Memory strategy is strategy that makes it easier for students to memorize and take in new learning. But memory strategy do not necessarily involves depth understanding of a lesson. That in memory strategy, uh, there- okay, uh, in memory strategy, there are lots of elements. The first is creating mental links, and then using visual, reviewing thoroughly using action, and using action. And then cognitive strategy are strategy that students use to manipulate language. Con Consequently, in cognitive strategy, there are four classification. The first is practice, and then receiving and sending message. Next, analysis and formulating. And then in compensation strategy. Compensation strategy are strategy that follow students to learn a new language that is used only for understanding or producing a language are limited knowledge. And the element in conventional strategy, there are intelligent, guessing intelligent, overcoming limitation in speaking and writing. And then we talk about indirect strategy. There are metacognitive strategy. Metacognitive strategy that enables students to manage their cognitive abilities through organized a learning process. The element of metacognitive strategy, there are planning and organizing learning, and then learning evaluation. And then the fourth, effective strategy. Effective strategy is a strategy that refers to an attitude that contains emotion, motivation, and values. And the last strategy is social strategy. Social strategies are strategy that students use to learn a new language by interacting with other people, where students learn language by practice. And then next, about empirical review. You can see in page number 12, there are a lot of empirical review from researchers. The researchers. The first is Alshid and Rima, Nurlina, and then Haentrang. There are a different strategy that the most frequently used by student. And for next one about research design and population. In this research will be used quantitative approach and survey design with close-ended type of questionnaire, especially in multiple choice. And then the population of this study is EFL learners of non-English language education department at UHN Gusti Bagus Sugriwa dan Pasar. And then next, the research instrument. There are questionnaire, and then in questionnaire you can see in the slide about the classification of grammar learning strategy questionnaire, and you can open the appendix 2 about the indicator of the age of strategies in this instrument. And then next, about data collection procedure. There are six data collection procedure. The first is asking permission to conduct this research, and then asking for leader class contact, and then collect the students, and collecting the student, and then distributing the questionnaire link to the student, and then collecting questionnaire, and the last one is analyzing the data. And the last, we talk about data analysis. In this research, the data analyze the first collecting data by using Microsoft Excel, and then categorize learning strategy, and then present the data from the table. You can open the book page 20 about the scores learning score range of learning strategy. Okay, that's all about my presentation. If I have a mistake, I'm so sorry. The last I close with Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om. Thank you.